Feeling a little bit like I'm like a rock.
Hey, look, here's the thing.
You're not one of the rocks?
I think I'm the sand, man.
Alright, so I've just seen Fantastic Four, and we're going to review this movie, and this will be a spoiler-free review. We are not going to spoil the movie. There will be no spoilers. I am doing a spoiler review. It'll be linked in this video. It'll be out when this video is out, so if you have not seen the movie, and you're kind of curious as to what this movie is about without it being spoiled, then this is a video for you. So make sure you like and subscribe and drop a comment. So what I will say about this movie, without spoiling it, is that I do like the design of it. It's set in the 1960s. I like the old school feel, but then there's a mix of tech and new school design. Like I remember Captain America, the First Avenger, where they went to the Stark Convention, and that little area was like more technologically advanced, but it still felt old school. In this movie, it has a more old school feel, but there is more technological advancements in there. When it comes to the heroes, as far as how they look and how their powers look on screen, I have absolutely no complaints. Like when you think of Reed Richards and his ability to stretch, it's almost like, well, how do you make that look cool? How do you make that look practical? How do you make it look functional? And they did a fantastic, oh my gosh, I can't, this is gonna, I'm not, I don't want to say fantastic in a Fantastic Four review, but it does look fantastic. The Human Torch, his ability to like flame on, like it's not just he's either flamed on or flamed off. He can kind of have a little bit of flame to kind of light the area, do it on his hands. Just, you know, he's not always super hot. I thought the Thing looked very comic accurate. Sue Storm's power looked really cool on screen. The thing that is very impressive is in IMAX, Galactus looks amazing. This is why we have movie theaters, is to see these types of characters on the big screen. He looked, I almost said fantastic again. Oh my goodness, this is gonna suck. But he looked great. Like as a villain, he looked terrifying. You could feel his size on the screen. What I do and don't like about the movie is that they already established that they were a team. Right, so I like that we don't have to go through the origin story about how they got their powers, right, where they met, why they're friends, family, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Because most of us comic book fan or MCU Marvel fans know how the Fantastic Four got together and their relationship with each other. But with that, they have been the Fantastic Four in this universe for a little while. So we haven't really seen like their growing pains and their struggles as a team and how they built themselves as a unit together doing things as a team. And I think I'd like to see that kind of growth and how they build and the moments that happened in the past that help build them up to that. So yeah, it's a good thing that we don't have to like get the origin story, but I still like to see like, okay, how did we get to this point? Storyline, I thought the story was great. I will say, when it comes to Reed Richards being the smartest man alive, he felt different. He feels different from how Tony Stark was super smart but had a lot of personality and charisma and was kind of an asshole at the beginning. He doesn't have that same thing as like Shuri with this, you know, the quippy one-liners and very quick-witted. Or how Bruce Banner is kind of, you know, he's smart but kind of aloof. Or even Doctor Strange. Like, Reed Richards, you could tell he was smart, but he just didn't have a lot of, he didn't seem like he had any other interest outside of being smart. Outside of trying to do everything to, you know, prevent future disasters and to improve the current world that they're in. He seemed like that was his only focus. When it comes to Silver Surfer, I would have liked to have seen more of Silver Surfer. She looked great on screen also. Like, this is what happens when you kind of take your time and you're not trying to put so much content out, where you can just take your time and focus on one thing at a time. Silver Surfer looked great. The special effects for all the heroes look great. The CGI with Galactus looked great. You know, they used practical effects. Like, everything looked and felt like a movie that they had to put time and effort into, not something they had to rush through. And that is what I like about the future going forward with Marvel, as far as them scaling back the quantity of movies. You reduce the quantity and you increase the quality. And that's what they're doing. And I like that. I really enjoyed this movie. I said that if it wasn't on par with like the greats of the greats in the MCU, I would have been disappointed. And leaving the theater, I think it is up there. I think you can make a case for it being a top 5 Marvel movie, MCU movie. I think you can make that case. It was that great. Some would even say it's fantastic.
Thanks for watching, babe. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel.